Throughout the storied history of comedy, few names shine as brightly as Monty Python. This British comedy troupe, known for their groundbreaking television series Monty Python's Flying Circus, has left an indelible mark on the world of humor, with its unique blend of absurdity, satire, and surrealism. Join us as we delve into Monty Python's secrets that most fans don't know yet. Monty Python's original name and the BBC's initial hesitation. Before they became the Monty Python we all know and love, the comedy troupe toyed with several other names. One of the most intriguing alternatives was Owl Stretching Time. Imagine tuning in to watch Owl Stretching Time's Flying Circus. Right from the beginning, it's evident the group has a peculiar sense of humor. But the name Monty Python's Flying Circus eventually won out, and the rest is history. But the road to television wasn't without its bumps. The BBC initially had reservations about airing the show. The Pythons' unique brand of humor, which often pushed boundaries and defied conventions, was unlike anything the BBC had encountered before. There was a genuine concern audiences wouldn't understand or appreciate their offbeat sketches. Thankfully, the BBC decided to take a chance on the troupe, and Monty Python's Flying Circus went on to become one of the most influential comedy shows of all time. The influence of Spike Milligan. A titan of British comedy, Spike Milligan was renowned for his work on The Goon Show, a radio comedy program that was a hit in the 1950s. But it was his later work on the TV sketch show Q5 that had a profound influence on Monty Python. Milligan's humor was characterized by its irreverence, its disregard for convention, and its embrace of the absurd. His sketches often veered into the realm of the surreal, breaking the rules of traditional comedy and creating something entirely new in the process. This approach resonated deeply with the members of Monty Python, who saw in Milligan a kindred spirit and a source of inspiration. The influence of Milligan on Monty Python is evident in many of their sketches. Their penchant for non-sequitur punchlines, their frequent breaking of the fourth wall, and their love of absurdity all bear the hallmarks of Milligan's comedic style. Even their approach to structure, with sketches often lacking a traditional setup and punchline, can be traced back to Milligan's influence. But it's also about a shared philosophy of comedy. Both Milligan and the Pythons believed in the power of humor to challenge conventions, to disrupt the status quo, and to offer a fresh perspective on the world. They saw comedy not just as a form of entertainment, but as a tool for social commentary and critique. The necessity of Monty Python's absurdity. Monty Python's absurdity wasn't just a stylistic choice, it was a necessity. Their unique brand of humor, which often involved surreal situations, nonsensical dialogue, and unexpected punchlines, was a tool for survival in the competitive world of television comedy. When they found themselves stuck on how to end a sketch, they would often resort to breaking the fourth wall or introducing a bizarre non sequitur. This approach allowed them to avoid traditional comedic structures and keep audiences guessing. The result was a show that was constantly surprising, delightfully unpredictable, and unlike anything else on television. Their absurdity wasn't just funny, it was revolutionary. Their academic backgrounds. The members of Monty Python were not just pioneers in comedy, they were also academically accomplished people. Terry Jones and Michael Palin first crossed paths at the University of Oxford, one of the world's most prestigious institutions. Their friendship, formed in the hallowed halls of Oxford, later became the foundation of the Monty Python troupe. Meanwhile, John Cleese and Chapman met at the University of Cambridge, another globally renowned institution. Their shared experiences at Cambridge, including their involvement in the university's Footlights Drama Club, played a significant role in shaping their comedic style. Eric Idle, another key member, also attended Cambridge, following in the footsteps of Cleese and Chapman a few years later. Their academic backgrounds were not just a footnote, they significantly influenced the Pythons' unique brand of humor. The sketches they created were often layered with clever wordplay, historical and literary references, and intellectual humor. This was a reflection of their education and wide-ranging interests, from history to philosophy to literature. The sketches were not just designed to elicit laughter, they were also intended to provoke thought and challenge conventions. This intellectual underpinning set Monty Python apart from other comedy troupes of the time. It was a reminder comedy could be smart as well as funny, and the Pythons were masters of both. Their academic backgrounds also contributed to their approach. They weren't afraid to experiment, push boundaries, and challenge the status quo. This willingness to take risks, coupled with their intellectual rigor, resulted in a brand of comedy that was both innovative and timeless. The quick creation of the Lumberjack Song. Comedy often thrives on the unexpected, with inspiration striking in the most unusual circumstances. This was certainly the case for Monty Python, when a sudden creative spark led to the creation of one of their most adored sketches, the Lumberjack Song. This catchy tune, sung by a burly lumberjack with a fondness for cross-dressing, is a classic example of the Pythons' unique brand of humor. But what many fans might not know is the remarkable speed at which this iconic song was created. The Python team was in the process of finishing the barbershop sketch that preceded the Lumberjack Song. Feeling stuck and in need of a creative solution, they decided to write a song to fill in the time. In just 15 minutes, they'd penned the lyrics and melody of what would become one of their most famous sketches. But the Lumberjack Song is more than just a product of quick thinking, it's also a reflection of the Pythons' unique approach to comedy. The song's absurd premise, its catchy tune, and its unexpected twist all embody the Pythons' love of the surreal and unexpected. The title of their 1971 feature film and its purpose. In 1971, Monty Python released their first feature film, and now for something completely different. The title, a catchphrase from their TV series, was a fitting choice for a film that was essentially a 90-minute montage of the show's most popular sketches. The purpose of the film was to introduce Monty Python to a wider audience, particularly in the US, where the TV series wasn't widely known at the time. The film was a success, helping cement Monty Python's international reputation and introducing their unique brand of humor to millions of new fans. The mobile game based on the Ministry of Silly Walks sketch. Monty Python's influence extends beyond television and film. One of their most famous sketches, The Ministry of Silly Walks, was turned into an endless runner game for mobile platforms. In the game, an animated John Cleese performs his ridiculous gait, dodging obstacles and collecting coins. The game is a fun and interactive way for fans to engage with Monty Python's humor. It's also a testament to the enduring popularity of their sketches, which continue to entertain and inspire new forms of media. Now it's time to hear from you. Were you aware of any of these facts about Monty Python? Which one of the members is your favorite? And do you have a favorite sketch or movie? Let us know in the comment section below.